Assalamualaikum warahmatullah taala wabarakatuh. Mbokk yi yéen a ngi seetaan Samay TV fii ci Brikama ñu ngi leen ñëwal tey ñu ngi leen di wan ne comme number plate vehicles and then yoo xam ne yu traffic impounds and then gis ngeen leen comme government vehicles yi tamit war nañoo bokk si war nañoo number plate gars yi moto yu bëri ñu ngi leen paak gis ngeen immigration vehicle bi ñu ngi ko paak ci nawet tam véhicule ñu ngi nii daaw ñu ngi ko paak moom tamit tey the leader of the traffic bi mooy King Koli commissioner of traffic moo nekk di lead affaire si tey jii ñi ngeen comme opération bi nu moo demee NPP seen moto bi tamit mu ngi nii ñu ngi ko paak kon nag opération bi nii seet nañu ne government véhicule si war nañu nga paak fu ñoo paagee moto immigration bi foog naa ne yeneen moto itam paag nañ leen nan ñu woon tey moto yu yoo xam ne yu ñu paag tey ji fii ci Brikama police station kii di King Koli di commissioner of traffic moom moo nekk on the ground ak gaayam yi gaay traffic yi tey ñoo paag moto yi nii fii ci Brikama ñu ngi West Coast fu mu toll nii ci diggi xool yi West Coast lañ nekk fu mu nekk nii suñ fa jógee rek nañ leen wonati yeneen fan yi tamit yéen moto jiyaare yi tamit ñu ngi ko téye mbaɗigol mbal konton kam bake ka tentu kal kono to diya alka Samay TV la jibe jang Brikama sansan kono kay tan dalla ko kuwol min mbita kan jam Brikama sansan kono ñi keta King Koli di commissioner of traffic min maran traffic kuñalla King Koli wole motol traffic ɓe dogo minna bi nata wolta ka itan dalla membe ke kam banko ka on non numbers number plate min motol min yalon ko number plate soto anin tinted vigolol min yalon ko emang clearance jo ibolle pak am be an kaji nyame kay ko cokere di yalla wolol da comme ale video min je moto min je video bala moto jama le pak renjang bi alkabla Samay TV nama al subscribe ala like in case ala like so fana sia ka kay tan ni banko dingol la ka nga fale le wati ka kay tan dal ko Samay TV tol be ginne ka fale ni abe nyamen anen kay tan dal abe nyamen banko kan ale motol jele alors demande-moi
Abandije. German is not entitled to do this, please. Abandi. Adieu.
There's the commissioner, King Koli, who is entering inside the barracks of the Gambia Police Station. Commissioner King Koli, avec comme alkam ni mon jeta wala king quality fele di traffic o kono anata ka diam commissioner birkama commissioner la moto e king quality bi operation o ni king quality famol be garano to kay to dimbol lako moto ni yalla ko no ma pleto rel la moto mi yalla ko fanan ye moto ta ye mura yela no ma pleto mura akama nyeng comme number plate wol nyanta ka fintile mol ya je mune moto ni na number plate.
Good morning. This is the Gambia Police Force Press Unit here with the mobile traffic unit of the Gambia Police Force. Last week, the mobile traffic unit has commenced operation on vehicles that are violating the motor traffic regulations, and amongst which are unnumbered vehicles, tinted, and much more others. It is important for people to understand that we realized last year there has been a lot of accidents, and going forward this year, the leadership of the Gambia Police Force is putting modalities in place to ensure mitigation of these accidents in the country, and most of whom have been very fatal. And going forward, it is very important that the Gambia Police Force, especially the mobile traffic unit, makes it very sure to ensure that all vehicles that are flying our routes are in conformity with the requirements of the motor traffic. We have this is why we are on this operation, and the Commissioner for Mobile Traffic is here with us, who will lead us into the operation program. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Piero. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, journalists present here. Good morning, Piero, in your office. And I will extend my greetings to the Police Command, the High Command of Police, for coming up with this initiative. Though this is not a new thing, that the countrymen, particularly the drivers, will experience, we have realized that a lot of vehicles are flying on our roads without the requirements. When we say requirements, it's under Section 78. This ranging from number plate, tinted without clearance, reflectors, side mirrors, etc. and etc. But this special operation is an operation clear on numbered vehicles on our roads. Now, we started this sometimes last week. This is a concern of our cabinet. This is a concern of our Security Council, and by extension, a very serious concern to the police command. Because most of the vehicles committing an accident, particularly on fatality, some of them will just abscond. They will not stand, what we call hit and run. And then people around that area cannot fish them out because they are without number plates. So basically, that's why we started this operation last week, and then there was a long weekend. Now we renew it today in Brikama. As you can see the background, so far so good. We have impounded 50 motor vehicles here at the Brikama station and 18 at Medina Salandingon. All these things are either they have one number plate in front, one no number plate behind, or one in behind, no in front, which is contravening of Section 25A of the Motor Traffic Act. The Section 25A, I will repeat so that the government people will know. And always I keep on repeating this. It says a person shall not cause or permit another person to drive a motor vehicle without a number plate being fixed to it. A person who contravenes that subsection commit an offense, a fine not more than 20,000, not less than 10,000. In default, 2 years with 2 years imprisonment with hard labor. It doesn't stop there. He said the police shall keep the vehicle under its custody unless and until the vehicle remains, the number remains fixed on the vehicle. The person or the owner shall also pay $100 to the police. These are very serious offenses which people are not taking note of it. They think if a police stop them to say your number plate, imagine in Kafen, you didn't ask me anything. just asking me for number plate. I have paid my number plate. I'm having receipt. As long as mobile traffic is concerned, we are not looking at any receipts. All what we are looking for, vehicle and number plate. There are number plate units. If you go there, make your research and findings. You find plenty number plate there. People don't go to collect their number plates. They will be driving and flying on our road with only receipts, which is unacceptable. I read the law, the section of the law. It never said that if you don't have a number plate, when you have the receipt, you should fly on our road. No. There is no distinction whether you are a government vehicle, and I will repeat this, or you are a security vehicle, or you are a political vehicle. You can see at the background, the NPP vehicle is parked. Front, number plate, back, no number plate. These are things that are not accepted. And then I feel, if we are to obey each other, if we are to respect each other, the moment the police command release a press briefing about the number plate, everybody should try and comply. But people will say, I will go. Yes, it's a month of Ramadan. When I meet King, I give him $5 or $20, he will release me. I don't need your $1,000, much more your $25. So let's comply, let's do as expected. Let's do and obey as the law says. If not, you are going to blame yourself. For us to say we are at the feast of, what do you call it, Korite, the prayers is coming, no. Even today, tomorrow is the prayers. As long as we are operating, we will pack you. You know where you will go with your family. You know where you will find vehicle. But our job will never stop unless people stop their attitude. Unless, and I will never stop this operation unless I see the last vehicle in this country have a number plate.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's very important that the Commissioner for Mobile Traffic has highlighted the need for the operation. And this has been an ongoing operation since last week. The concern has been, many of you would ask, the Gambia Police Force, always you come up with operations. How long is this going to last and all that? He has already said that. This is ongoing operation. But we also need to distinguish between what we call routine activities and operation. Routinely, police officers are in strategic locations where they are doing their routine job, meaning they are checking vehicle for requirement and drivers. But also, the reason why we come up with operations is when we see the need for the need for people to do robust operation to ensure that this activity, that vehicles on the street are at least limited to numbers, and also because it's not just about the numbers. He highlighted one thing which is very important: hit and run. We have seen that, witnessed that last year on the OIC road. There has been a lot of hit and run, when a vehicle would knock down people and leave them there to die actually. And that is so inhumane. And I think this is one way in trying to ensure that those vehicles that may run away, then drivers or standbyers may be able to see the vehicles and their number plates, and then they'll be able to report accordingly. Basically, this is one of the reasons why we are here today, and it's very important to actually highlight that, and for the public to understand that the Gambia Police Force is here to ensure and also maintain the peace and security. And the peace and security extends as far as the traffic is concerned, because traffic is a big concern. Nowadays, everybody would want to move from one location to the other. It's part of our job, it's part of our daily activities, and the vehicles that we are using are the very vehicles that may lead us to that. So it's important that those vehicles meet the requirements for being on our road. Basically, we may allow one or two questions.
Yes, before they come with one or two questions, I have to salute His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow. He has taken full responsibility by passing order that no vehicle should enter into State House without number plate, regardless of what type of vehicle. So if head of institutions should emulate His Excellency, I think we will not see vehicles flying on our roads without number plate. I thank him, and I want to extend, and I have to, if I didn't say this message, wallah, I'm not going to be fair to him. I thank him, and then I am also calling my authorities, the IGP and other security heads, to make sure that they pass similar, which I know they did, because a circular was out to all units to make sure that they put their number plate before flying on our roads. Thank you. Charity begins at home.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So that every vehicle, government or non-government, whether private or commercial, every vehicle, as far as you are a vehicle on the road, you should display your number plate. And this goes for everyone, no exception. That's the message, okay? And yes, we can now invite questions. Yes.
Yes, my question to Commissioner Colley is about, now you've impounded these vehicles for violating some of the regulations. What's going to be next?
Thank you very much. Next is, no vehicle is leaving here without being fixing the number plate. That's number one. Number two, after fixing the number plate, we arrange you to court for violating that subsection 25A of the Motor Traffic Act. Either by giving you the mandatory fine or arrange you to court.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, my name is Landin Sise from Kerfado. February 2023, we impounded about 38 vehicles around Carnival area for overcharging passengers. You arraigned them before the court, and then I was there when you were taking when you took them to the magistrate court, and then they were fined to pay. This time again, since that incident happened, we have not had. I personally haven't had any driver charging $75 for Westfield to Banjul after that incident. Now that you said you will take these people to court, are you expecting that outcome? What you achieve in the other case? Are you expecting to receive a positive response from these drivers? The second question is, there are a lot of people saying that our drivers don't normally go for the normal driving training before they were issued a license, and then this allegation have been leveled against the police, that the police are issuing license to people who are incompetent. How do you respond to this allegation?
Thank you very much. With your first question, yes, police are arranged. All that we do, we are actors. These are laws that are there, and the police and other security institutions that are given powers to arrest. We do arrest and charge. Giving them fines or custodian sentence now is left with the magistrates. We cannot dictate them. But we know, as long as I have said it earlier, they are here and they will not go scot-free. The issue of overcharging, yes, the police are there, the laws are there. He who violates the law will take you before the law. If they learn from their mistake, fine. Even the sentencing people is to make sure that the person learn over his or her mistakes. That's why you are sent to prison. It's a creational sentence for you to realize and know what you have done. It is not correct. If the drivers that we send to prison for 1 year, over 20-something or 10 drivers, it was a lesson to other drivers, and they have stopped it. So when they stop it, there is no problem about that. That's all what we need.
Yes, just to add on to what he has just said, actually, that's a good practice. So bravo to the Gambia Police Force for having achieved that success in terms of the fairs, operation on fairs. I remember that operation, like you mentioned. So that's the spirit. The spirit is the same. That we are hopeful that after this operation, we wouldn't be able to see, or we wouldn't see vehicles without number plates on our roads. That's it. So the next question is regarding license. Yes, it's important to recognize this, that the Gambia Police Force is responsible for ensuring that drivers actually are tested, and this is ongoing. This is ongoing to ensure that drivers are, and this year, like I said, the leadership of the Gambia Police Force has taken this very seriously, and this is why we started this year with operations as far as traffic regulations are concerned. And one of them is what we are witnessing here, and the regional testing officers and others equally were called at the police headquarters, where they had meeting with the leadership to actually tell them the concerns and the way forward, that this is really serious. 2024 is a year of change, and to ensure that our incident, because we registered a high rate of accidents in this country, and some of which is attributed, I mean, there has not been any study, but it's been attributed as a result of either drivers and maybe drivers who actually are misbehaving on the street, overspeeding and related matters. But in general, yes, the Gambia Police Force is testing drivers before they are handed over a license. There may be 1 or 2 cases where people have evidence to show that yes, 1 or 2 might have not, but that's not actually the case, or that's not what is routine. You understand? Because to any rule there are exceptions. We cannot say absolutely no. There may be people who may take those avenues, but that's not what is happening. So what is happening is, as far as the Gambia Police Force is concerned, as far as we are aware, is that everybody who is handed over a license is actually tested and given the license. Yes.
Yeah, just to PRO to add something. For the past 5 years, the issuance of license was privatized. You can all recall it. It was a private entity which was issuing, which was responsible for the driver's license. Thank God this year, starting from 2024, the issuance of license, the total issuance of license is now handled by the police. So we will see a total deduction of people that are not capable of driving and they are issued with driving license. And then, as PRO says, we will follow all the procedures as it was before.
Thank you. Yes, Commissioner. Just one.
There is difference between routine operations and, of course, this kind of operations, which I want to understand whether it is as a result of the failure of your routine operations that will warrant this kind of operation. Because if you are regularly on the highway and you're monitoring the same issues, why the need to generate this number of vehicles without number plates for a point that you have, there is a need to have an operation of this magnitude? Why, if the routine operations are definitely paying off?
Yeah, if I may come there, what PRO said is right. Seeing a police officer on a road is on two fronts: traffic control and traffic checking. Normally the police that you see on the roads in the morning and in the afternoon or at night, our purpose there is to control the traffic. When you are controlling the traffic, you cannot have that zeal to be checking. As the saying goes in Mandinka, Tantang Koso Aninjugana Bikatanonia. Sorry to mention that word. You cannot be controlling traffic when the traffic is already flooded, and then you want to be checking where is your license, where is your number plate. These two things cannot go together. That's why the normal traffic control will go on, and then the normal traffic checking will be periodical. Yes.
Thank you. Yes, one more question and that. Yes. Yes. It's good to know that. It's good to know that you are sharing this information, and we'll actually take note of that and we'll do the needful. Okay? And yes, basically that's my response to that.
Good response.
Yes.
Okay, my name is our MC sir from N24RTV. I want to ask, since the operation commenced, have there been any improvement as to those that violate the law? And we also realize that there are people who will actually have, they will have number plate, but they will try to avoid the highway and go into the back way. What step is the unit taking to make sure that those people are actually caught?
Yes, thank you very much. Before I give it to Commissioner, firstly, the first week Commissioner has highlighted, the first week was more of a warning. People who were arrested in Carnifing, actually they were warned and released. And today is the beginning of the operation proper. That's why you are all here, so that you can cover the event. That anybody, like he highlighted, anybody who is found wanting would be put before the court. Basically, that's what's happened. So for those who are actually diverting and using from the main road, there's nothing much we can do. But you know, no matter how you run away, someday you will be caught. So basically, that's it. So this is the last question, please.
99 days for the thief and 1 day for the master. Of course, yes. There is no distinction in the law. Nobody is above the law. The section says a person shall not cause or permit another person to drive a motor vehicle without number plate. It doesn't mention private or commercial or government or security. It said a person. A person is a person. No matter where you work, no matter your position, no matter your rank.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
These drivers that were involved in this accident. Could you please update the public?
Yeah, they are arraigned before court. Do you remember the driver who hit those workers at the Batin Hadin Highway until 3 people lost their life? Is in mile 2. He was charged under section 49. There are different charges. Section 221, rash and negligent are causing death. And section 49, driving a motor vehicle in a dangerous manner where a life of somebody is taken. Meaning manslaughter, life imprisonment. So most of them are there. We will not just come out and say, this is what we have done, this is what we have done. But as long as the press is present today, this is what we do. We don't just disclose, this is what we have done today. No, no, no. find out, if you go to the PRO's office, he will tell you what happened to those drivers. And then the action that you have taken, we have realized, that a lot of accidents are occurring in LRR. And the immediate action that we have taken, we have deployed 2 patrol vehicles, highway patrol vehicles, since that day. They are there 24 hours. That's why these 3 days, 4 days, you didn't hear accident. Sometimes drivers are very, they know. And then they are just, I will not say, because if you say, they will say Satan. But sometimes it's negligence. That's why the law is saying rash and negligent act. They are totally negligent. The police are there, no accident.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bersama, bulan je bersama. Ibat, boy. No boy. Aku manjino na fine tekai. Chefu eko nyaki. Ngam jela. Yo he. Tamu rosa.
But
boy, pantalo mo perda ko diba? Naman ka Usman so. Yes. Ada.
As we are coming, we are going out of Brikama. As you see the convoy, that's the PRO, Sisao, his car, and then this is our car, the blue one. We have King Koli. Here, these people.